We don't.
We don't stretch.
Barely. Like you have to
I
constantly
stretch every morning.
It's instinctive for them.
Yeah.
We're live. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are y'all? He thought he was so cute.
Oh, I am.
To hit record, y'all missed out a good conversation. Anyways, episode 39, Option Select Podcast. I'm Rick. With me, as always, Ruben, and today's special guest, Myles.
Hey, yo,
Myles, thank you for coming back. Is this what,
no
episode third episode?
Is it the third time I've done
I think
this for
so.
you guys?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, because I mean, I did one in the dining room, one here.
That's right.
So this is that third time.
This is the third time. Yeah, I thought you were kind of hesitant to do it last night.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'm having a good time.
I'm not too entertaining, but I said I would do it.
Yeah. Well,
No, we like
we
you
like
here.
you. We like you.
That's
enough.
what we want. Yeah, come back third time.
We don't invite people back that don't.
Yeah, if you've been here once, there's probably a reason.
Yeah, it's because you don't know. It's because you don't know anyone else.
This is the only one.
Because you don't know any other people.
Guys, we don't know anybody. We're horrible friends.
We're great friends to each other.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah,
we don't like
push-ups.
out people.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed the intro. Oh, and also, guys, episode 39 of the Option Select Podcast, the only podcast
Oh shit.
that would do push-ups
Incorrectly.
incorrectly. The only podcast that does push-ups incorrectly and wakes up sore.
I'm sure.
And then I will arm wrestle you.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other podcasts that do incorrect push-ups.
We're not the only ones.
I'm pretty sure not.
Guys, we start off every section with how was your week?
Yeah.
Ruben, you want to start?
Sure. Week was pretty solid. I did a lot of work, a lot of video gaming, and whatnot, and a lot of shows this week. Finished The Witcher 3. Or not Witcher 3. I
Thumbs
finished
up?
the Witcher Netflix series. Excuse me. Yeah, big thumbs up for that one. I
Yeah.
love the alternate
So
timelines.
Loved it.
This morning we watched the first episode of Macmillions, which is Mark Wahlberg's new documentary series on how the McDonald's monopoly thing was like a huge scam.
Oh, the Monopoly game.
Yeah, the Monopoly game, like with the game pieces and stuff.
For a
so-
second, I thought you meant like McDonald's having a monopoly, like on
Yeah.
the fast food industry.
Oh, definitely not. But yeah, the one on their their whole monopoly.
That's
game.
interesting. I want to check that out.
Dude, I read a thing about it a while ago. Yeah, it was like saying that if so you get the $1 million, you win it. Like they don't ever pay you $1 million. They put like I forget however many hundred thousands of dollars in a account, and it just gives you interest off of that for so many years until like all that interest or whatever
Accumulates
it
$1 million?
equals $1 million.
Oh, okay.
So McDonald's doesn't ever pay that.
Well, I didn't actually get that far into it.
Okay, well I just ruined it for you.
No, it's the first episode, and basically what it was like this guy who just seemed to be like this overly like not eccentric but like aggressive like FBI agent, and his co-partner, because it's in Jacksonville, he's like nothing happens in Jacksonville, right? And it was like his partner is like this guy. It's like an old seasoned vet. He's like yes, no, like those are his answers to questions, but like he like legitimately like declined to be interviewed. And they were just talking about how they got everything, like all their information gathered and stuff, and then it turns out like the person leading this whole ring, just the first episode, so the person leading the whole ring was this guy that runs a marketing firm that was in charge of doing like the whole monopoly thing. So that's as far as the first episode got. Also, Brooklyn Nine-Nine season 7 started, so watched both episodes of that this morning as well.
Did that get dropped from Fox and they got picked up on Hulu or something like that?
NBC or ABC.
It got picked up by NBC.
Yeah.
That's what happened? Okay.
Yeah.
So good.
Yo, it's such a great show.
Adam
Like
Sandberg?
classic. No, Sandberg.
Sandberg.
Yeah, Andy Samberg.
Okay, yeah.
Classic Fox. Canceling a really good show.
Yeah, and then fucking it picks up, and it's still a great show, and we're freaking dying laughing through the first 2 episodes of this season. So
It's so funny.
saw that Witcher, and some other stuff, and then I put a lot of time into Fire Emblem again.
Yeah.
Almost 40 hours through it. I'm in the second phase of the game, almost done with that. I picked up Witcher 3 a little while ago just because I was waiting for you guys. And I've been wanting to replay and do all like the DLC. So many games I have to complete, but
Want to complete.
yeah, so many games I have to.
Have to
I have
complete?
to. Yeah, so I'm doing all my single player
otherwise your money's just going to waste. I mean, whatever. Yeah, I guess I gained some enjoyment from having a super bloated Steam library.
stuff. Yeah,
even though I don't
no
play half
problems.
the games.
No problems with that at all.
That's a first world problem.
First world
That's a
problem.
first world
good
problem.
First
It's
That's a
like
good
I
problem.
bought all 3 Lost Planets like 4 years ago for $12. Have I played it? No.
No.
But the option is there.
It's just there.
But the option is there, though. Yeah.
But other than that, man, it was a pretty solid week. A lot of good gaming. Didn't really do too much gaming yesterday.
Work was easy?
Yeah, man, work was chill, dude. I had that kid with me again on Monday for whatever reason. And then kicked him off my truck again. And so, just it was pretty smooth. I made some solid sales this week. I was proud of myself trying to buy this new bed eventually. I went looking at that as well, and that was going to cost me, without sheets and all that stuff.
You gotta get sheets, bro.
$4,000, give or take.
Purple?
What the hell is
purple.
This? What a purple bed for $4,000? I thought the whole thing with them was it was like $80 or something. I mean, not that cheap, but they're supposed to be cheap.
Or Casper?
Well, it's $3,200 or 34. I think it's like $3,400 for a Cali King, and then their base and all that stuff, like the power base. And then,
I mean, that's still.
Ours was expensive.
Our,
I don't know how much it
mattress
is.
was like $2,000.
I mean, I could get one. I can get one for less, but like
No, like I'm serious. Like I thought the whole thing with like Purple was that their mattresses weren't that expensive.
they are less expensive than the same type of mattress that type of mattress, because they like I went up to Mattress Firm to like actually go lay on them, because Mattress Firm actually does carry them now.
Oh, no kidding.
So
we bought ours from Mattress Firm.
Well, I mean,
it's kind of a scam. Shouldn't.
I also think that they're run by the mafia, because there's one on like every fucking corner.
everywhere.
And there's
dude.
never any customers in the stores.
No, never.
Dude.
And there's like 90 or something like Mattress Firm stores, I think, in the Houston area.
Just the Houston area.
Yeah.
And there's sometime across the street from each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
So-
there's like 2 on
But,
Garth
yeah.
Road, and then another one on 146.
It's
We're
a
like,
front.
there's no one there,
Money
dude.
laundering.
You're right. No, you mentioned
They're
it.
definitely doing something crazy, and we have a friend that works for them too, so that we should ask her about that eventually.
It's like there's this Gulf station kind of over by my house, and gas is always like 20 to 30 cents cheaper than everywhere else.
No shit.
Like I swear, it's like some kind of a front for like the
laundering shit.
The Saudi royals or something, and just like getting their blood money. I don't know, man. It's nuts.
money.
Like I'm like, why is it so much cheaper here?
So they
going
had
on.
they had the 2-inch, the 3-inch, and the 4-inch up there
Oh.
with like the grid. That's like the size of their grids or whatever.
Okay.
The 2 was okay. The 3 was better, and then of course the 4 was like super duper comfortable. But they do have comparable beds up there, like by a different brand. I'm not exactly sure the name of the brand, but it was like the same type of mattress with the same like features and everything like that. The mattress itself, California King, was $10,000, and that was compared to the Purple at $4 or $3,200 or $3,400. So the price is a lot cheaper, especially with like the size of the mattress and like, you know what I'm saying, like the size of the mattress and all the features and stuff that it comes with, and all the shit that you get. So I'd rather pay $4, with everything, than pay 10 plus everything else that
You
you
sleep a lot.
Yeah, I do.
And
sleep
you
a
want to
lot.
make sure you get comfortable sleep.
Hell
and
yeah,
you don't want to go
dude.
cheap
Well, I mean,
on
I
beds.
guess yeah. Like, and beds are lasting a lot longer nowadays too.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like when we bought ours, Kelly, it was 2 years ago. Yeah, because we had bought it before Harvey. So I think.
And then y'all gave me that shit ass mattress.
Dude,
all
old one.
Dude,
all
that
soiled.
mattress, man.
It's actually comfy, dude.
Yeah, dude, that was our old bed.
But all I smelled was like old Myles semen in there.
That's just gross, man.
It doesn't smell.
But
I mean, come on. I don't pull out.
It was like rose.
But,
so yeah,
no. So anyway, like Kelly was kind of upset that we spent $2,200 on it. It's like, this is so expensive. Blah 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 blah. Like, it's not that much. And I had to like talk her up to getting that much.
Yeah.
Plus, she wanted, basically just like a table with like a foam pad on it.
Nah, bro.
The hardest mattress imaginable. Like, no, man.
She's a vampire, isn't she?
She
She probably
wakes
sleeps
up
like
like
this.
this.
Yeah.
She is pretty fair skinned. Maybe. She does avoid the sunlight.
She's
So
a vampire.
I'm trying to work my way to getting that, which is why I'm doing like some extra selling and stuff like that. So other than that, man, work was chill. Gaming was good. Hopefully I'll be finished with Fire Emblem this week.
And then you get the DLC.
Not getting any DLC for that.
Oh.
So hopefully all that stuff will be over and done with, and then I can move on to Astral Chain, Devil May Cry 5, working the
that's
Witcher,
right.
Witcher 3 in
and-
here some point.
And hopefully in time for Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 7 and all that other stuff. It's not gonna happen, but I'd like to dream.
Animal House. Oh no, Animal House. What the hell's it?
Animal? Avengers?
No, the one that's with Tom Nook and all them. Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing?
Yeah, Animal House.
I'm still on the fence about whether or not I'm gonna get that. So
You're going to get it.
I don't know. But anyway, Miles, how was your week, bro?
It was good, dude. Brewery, pretty busy, selling lots and lots of beer. Everybody's loving our stuff. We just, can release one of our most popular beers.
Which one?
Galactic Fruitier Pellets. It's delicious.
That's just a dope name.
It is, dude. Well, it's a NE IPA, the New England IPA, so hazy with a ton of Galaxy hops in there. It's really, really good. I've got some of it in my fridge. I was drinking some last night at your place, Rick.
Nice.
Is that why they call it like Elysium and stuff? Like it's real spacey, space hops.
No,
Galaxy
it's
hops?
so well.
I'm a complete noob. when it comes to
Galaxy
beer.
hops. There's
It's a brand, it's
there's
style?
lots of different strains of hops.
Oh, okay.
That's all it is. And Galaxy, they all have like little different subtle flavors,
Unique. Yeah.
stuff like that. Like there's this one hop. What is it? Like a Huel melon. It smells like cantaloupe, and it's just
nice.
hops. It's nuts. Yeah, it's I don't know, just really cool.
So work's going well.
Yeah, man. I like working in the Houston beer industry. I like having a place where working where everybody likes the job. Everyone likes being there. We're making something
good
that people
feeling.
love.
That's a good feeling.
I like having a purpose.
It's
wish
better
I-
than like
Sneaking
going to a
boxes?
shit job every day in and day out.
Yeah, I mean, no one's gonna get rich working in the craft beer industry. Really, like one for every 500 breweries does. But
Yeah. Well, what'd you game on this week, bro?
Talk
to me, pimp. I haven't played
I've
games
been,
in forever.
Uh-oh.
I've been still. I went through Witcher 3
Nice.
when it first came out on PC. Like I bought the everything edition because I'm all about the Witcher series. My PC couldn't play it, and I just never upgraded it. So then I bought it on the Xbox when it came out.
Yeah.
Played it, but I didn't buy the expansions because I already owned it, and I knew eventually someday I would upgrade my
Update it.
PC so I could play it. And so I finally went back and played through it. I was like, you know what? I just got to get through White Orchard because that part's kind of boring.
Yeah, that's where I'm
That's
at.
what I need to do.
Yeah, it took me like of coming back to it like over a few times over a year to finally just all right. I'm just gonna get down because after The Witcher came out on Netflix, I was like, man, I need to play the expansions.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Yeah, their player base went up like so much.
It
I
was
watched,
like
a show.
it was like the highest player base ever for the game, like concurrent
It was
players.
like 6 years late.
Yeah.
However many years
I
later.
mean,
it was.
the game was awesome when it came out. It sold really well. Everybody loved it.
I
but
bought
yeah.
that bitch day one for sure.
Yep.
I
I couldn't play it, but I had it.
I restarted it today, and I started it on Blood March because I just want a little bit of a challenge on it. So I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. And
Is it a new game plus? Or?
no, just a fresh start because I played whenever I originally played, I did play with mods, and so I just took off all the mods and stuff. And it wasn't like anything like game breaking. It was like, oh, I can fast travel from anywhere instead of having to go to a fucking sign, or the back when you first played the game, whenever it first came out, the problem was that like weight encumbrance was an issue,
Yeah.
and then they eventually released like little loot crates or little loot boxes or whatever where you could stash your shit. That was an issue, so I did play with like a overweight mod, like you could play with like any amount of stuff. But now I'm taking all that away. I'm gonna try and do it like from start to finish, Blood March. And but what difficulty did you do it on?
I just did it
Normal?
on normal because I just wanted to
Get the
experience.
experience.
Yeah,
This
dude,
is story
'cause
mode, right?
Yeah.
That's how I want to play it.
I mean the whole there is no not story mode unless you just mean like the super.
No,
easy.
there's a super
yeah,
easy
no,
mode.
no, I didn't
Yeah.
even do it on
Okay.
the super.
He's talking about just straight up.
I'm
normal.
just literally just walking in and be like, hey, what's up, guys?
But
and then tell me the
but
story.
it's funny when you were talking about
Iggy.
though, just you're like playing it on the hard mode. It was like on God of War when I started that. I'm like, all right, hell yeah, I'm gonna do hard mode. I'm like, all right, I know what I'm doing. I'm not some scrub noob gamer. And then
Turns out,
the first fight with
Bro.
what's
yeah, the
Loki?
fucking crazy god dude.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name. It's been a minute since I played that game.
yeah, not
You talking about the
not
latest God of War?
Not
Yeah.
Baldur. Because that's
Oh yeah.
yeah, and it's just like I'm like, dude, what the heck, man? I'm hitting him, and it's like his health bar is just bloop, little hair,
Like,
little hair,
crap.
little hair. Like this is ridiculous, man. And he was just destroying me. I could not beat him.
Yeah.
So I dropped the difficulty to normal, and I beat him in like 30 seconds. Like,
you
this is
serious?
ridiculous. Like
That's insane.
the difficulty curve there,
Yeah.
like
You
needs to
gotta
be a
be-
little.
You got to be
Less
on
steep.
point as
Yeah.
well.
Well, it's like that's the thing. Like I was hitting everything, I was timing everything perfect, but it's like you can only keep doing that same thing, just whittling away.
Yeah, especially at the
Sliver
beginning
of
too,
health.
because
Yeah,
like,
you don't have
any
anything.
moves, you don't have any weapons.
Abilities.
You don't get the good weapons until
Yeah,
later.
but that game, man, that game is so good. Did
So
you,
good.
You
No,
played-
he never
Get to
played
play
it. He never
Can,
played it.
can I talk about the ending?
Talk
about the ending.
I mean, yeah, it's
Kevin,
been a
tell me
couple
about
years.
So like it was great, but man, it just ended. it's like, all right, you get to the top of the mountain, put your mom's ashes there. All right, that's it. End.
Called God of War 2, but they also did.
Well, no, like I was expecting, and they're like, oh, there's.
Did you go back to bed?
What?
You didn't go back to the house and sleep?
No, you just walk back down the mountain, and then the son is like, "Oh yeah, mom wanted," or he's like, "Oh, your mother wanted."
Is he missing something?
Yeah, he didn't get.
You're missing something.
Oh no, I didn't go back to the. No,
you gotta go back to your house.
No, I know about that. I just haven't done it yet.
And then good old Thor shows up.
Yeah,
because Kevin told me about it, so I was like, "Wait, you didn't go home?" And you gotta go home. And
you gotta go home and take a nap. But yeah,
and then do you fight Thor?
Huh? No, that's where the game ends.
Oh, okay.
True ending.
That's where the game ends, and then
he's like, "Oh yeah, your mom wanted to name you Loki." Bum bum bum.
Like,
that was fucking great. I was like,
that was cool.
I was like, oh, that was so good.
But like the whole time walking down the mountain, I'm like, all right, like Thor's gonna, like just jump you on the mountain. No, yeah, like jump down and start throwing hammers at you.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, so yeah, just
you beat
playing
Witcher
that.
3? Will you beat it this week?
Yeah, I'll go through it because I mean, I beat the game years ago when it first came out, and I hadn't played the expansions, and I played those. They're both really good. Dude, the Heart of Stone, like so good with the Von Everett. Like I ended up like, oh man, I
haven't done any of that yet.
He's kind of likable. And then, dude, the Blood and Wine, so good. But man, it is hard to get like the ending right on that.
Oh no shit.
Well, there's like
I have to pay attention whenever I get there.
Well,
don't spoil that one. For
me.
No,
I'm just gonna say. So there's it's like The Witcher, classic Witcher. There's multiple endings. The bad ending, basically like everyone dies, and then the good ending, everyone lives, and it's puppy dogs and ice cream.
Oh okay. I want the bad ending then.
It's kind of depressing.
That's the Witcher. That's the Witcher world, bro. Yeah. Everything's depressing.
Dark fantasy.
But other than that, like I've been playing Dead Cells again.
I love Dead Cells.
I love it, man. But I keep getting to that first boss, and it's like I'm not trying to look up to see how to beat him.
Which first boss? Concierge?
Yeah, the concierge, and he just keeps whooping me.
It's just patterns, bro.
Yeah,
the whole game's patterns.
What's the thing? Like, because and it takes a while to get to him. It's not like you can just I'm gonna because then you got to start all the way over, which is fine, dude. I love it. The game's great.
That's what's up.
But
you were talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Oh yeah, I've been playing Modern Warfare.
I saw the new gun. I also saw a gun. I looked at my Googles real quick. It looks like
for season 2 or season 1?
I think it's season 2. I don't look pretty badass though.
Season 1 had like what was it?
It was that Israeli. It wasn't the Israeli war.
It was the MP7. We're talking about.
Yeah, season 1 had the LMG. I can't remember the name of it, but it had like a 50-round mag or something like that, or a 100-round mag. And it had the dual like
the HK.
Yeah, the HK. I can't remember the name of it. What they used in the game for it anyway. Yeah. And then there was another. I believe it was an assault rifle, but I never got that far because like I gave up on the game and started doing my single player stuff.
It was a Tavor, the bullpup.
What's that? Actually, it's a war.
Actually, I don't know if it's supposed to be a Tavor. Actually, no, yeah, it is because if it was like the Desert Industries, I think it's like a thinner forend on the front. I think so. But I'm pretty sure it's a Tavor.
But other than that, anything else on your gaming palette? What's up?
I mean, you guys talked me into buying Final Fantasy.
No. Hold on.
No. Okay, Travis talked me into buying Final Fantasy 14.
No, I want to buy it.
About that.
No, I gotta buy it.
So you have to purchase the game and then pay monthly for it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know, man, because like Travis was saying, there's a free to play part, but then there's not. So I think, but you have to buy the game. So I'm thinking you can. Well, he said somebody bought on the subscription and it just opens up a lot more missions.
Oh, okay, heard.
So like normal semi-free to play.
When's the last time you played an MMO?
I used to play the Elder Scrolls Online a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah, I played that one. Fun, I didn't really like that one that much.
Yeah,
back whenever I first played it, it wasn't that great.
No, it wasn't. It was okay.
I heard it's good now.
Like I remember, I did all the beta, like all the alpha and the beta testings for it, because I was all about that. Like, hell yeah, dude, it's Elder Scrolls and it's an MMO.
It's not the same.
No, it's not.
Isn't it similar to like Skyrim? Like the more you do something, you level it up and stuff like that. And
not really.
But it's like it wasn't like enough Skyrim. Enough.
They are all of that. They are doing a new Skyrim expansion coming soon.
I thought they already did it. The Daggerfall?
No, Daggerfall's a different place. They are doing like a full on.
They're doing another one.
Yeah, but it's not going to be anything like.
They're going to give another Batman outfit or something, or what?
Huh? No, dude. They add a shitload of stuff.
I was going to say though, but other than that, the only other MMO that like I was into hard was the Lord of the Rings Online.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah,
never played that one. Never saw it.
Dude, it was so good. Kelly and I used to play the crap out of that. I mean, this is like 2010 because I was like getting super into it, and then I ended up I was like, my battalion, we were deploying to Afghanistan, and I was on the stay back, the rear detachment. So I'm like, all right, whatever, updated my subscription. I was still playing the heck out of it. Well, then they ended up deploying me, so I didn't play it anymore. And I tried to get back into it when we got back, but I just couldn't.
Yeah. What about you, Rick?
Pretty good week. Weather was kind of all over the place, man. Monday, I was like in my regular work shirt, like, okay, nice day. And then Tuesday, like, I had to make sure I got layered up. And then Wednesday, I make sure to take my raincoat.
Yeah.
And then Thursday, it was cold as shit.
Warmer in the walk-in.
Yeah, and then today.
The kegs at one
and then
point.
today, yesterday and today, we're all like hanging out in our shorts.
Yeah, well, Friday was like 35 degrees in the morning, and it turned into like 75.
Beautiful day.
Yeah.
So like 75. I was like, what the fuck?
The
40
classic
degree
all
difference.
4 seasons in one day.
I love
Texas
it.
weather.
I hate February, dude. I just hate that
I
month,
like
dude.
it,
It's so
man.
nuts. That's
I like
why
it.
next time I get a vacation, I'm gonna either put one in February or double up in August or something. I don't know.
Yeah, might as well. Shit.
Yeah, or if not, maybe to October. That way I'll get one.
Speaking of vacations,
Every two.
are we doing Colorado? I don't know. I know Kelly and I, we bring it up. It's like, I don't know. Everybody wants to go. I think they said like at the end of June or something.
We have to
Talk
sit
about
down.
it when we're not live on the internet.
Yeah, but we definitely have to do it. We have to definitely sit down and talk.
Where people can't hear our plans.
And then definitely, I played Control and Dead Cells
They'll
and
kick you out of your chair.
don't kick me on my shit, bro. Just start doing push-ups like bah, bah, bah. Dead Cells, Control. I like Control, guys.
Are you almost done with that,
It
or-
is
man?
fun. I think I don't. That game is weird because it not weird, but it doesn't give you a log of your hours. That's kind of a pet peeve of mine when the game doesn't tell me my hours because I just want to know how many hours I put
You're not
into
getting
this.
paid to do it. Just play the game until it's over. I put like 60 hours into fucking Red Dead 2 before I finished it.
And it'll tell you hours.
yeah. It does tell you
I put
hours.
so
Does
many
it?
hours.
I put
into
like
that.
62
At
hours.
least you
into
just say, hey, your load save is your load file. It says or save or whatever. But yeah, Control's really fun. I'll let you borrow my copy when I'm done with it. Dead Souls, of course. DLC's coming out on the 11th. What's that? 2 more days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was
So
saying.
yeah, because I was playing it the other day and I was like, holy shit, there's a new door. Because what the fuck you talking about? Like Dead Souls new door. She's like,
Okay, relax.
and then I was playing. I was trying to go into that door like. Must buy the DLC. So the game already uploaded.
Yeah.
I just gotta buy the DLC.
The only problem with that on the Nintendo Switch side is if you bought the game with
It
the
locks you
DLC,
out.
it locks you out.
Yeah, that's what I think Twin Motion was working on that, and they're like,
Oh,
that sucks, guys. We're working on it.
So you can't. So if you purchase the game, right now
Like a
with
bundle?
the DLC, the bundle, you can't play the main game until it releases on the 12th or the 11th
I don't know if they
or whatever
hotfix
it
it
So
or
is.
you can't. But you can play
On
the
the-
DLC.
You can't play anything.
Oh.
It locks out the entire game, which is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a,
So yeah, I was like, I saw that, like, so I'm excited for that, and of course playing the Switch Ring Adventure. But it's not-
Exercising, that's
yeah,
not
it's not.
playing.
Is it a game? It's kind of a game, but it's more just exercising. So I've been doing that. It's competition with me and Mikkel. We'll see who has more time and the highest levels. It's a competition.
Hell
dude.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, so
Compete against your wife.
I do beat the shit out of her.
Oh my god.
Gotta win. Gotta win.
You gotta
I
win.
have to win.
You
Yeah,
always have to
teacher.
win.
And then of
Teacher
course
lesson.
hanging out with you guys, getting drunk. Played some. No, we didn't play nothing. We just watched the UFC.
Oh yeah, them fights, bro.
It was fun. I didn't even watch the fight.
John Jones definitely should have lost that fight last night.
I mean, even if he didn't, the one dude was a Joe Solis, scored it like 4-1.
There was 2 people that scored at 4-1.
No,
which
it
is
was
weird.
just the one guy.
Just that one guy.
Yeah, the
oh,
other
they
dude.
called him out.
The other dude scored it, like 3-2.
There was at one point in the pay per view where Rogan calls out like a judge for looking down. Like,
Yeah,
not
he's
even
like,
watching
they're
the
not
fight.
even watching the fight.
They're
How do
not
they
even
explain? Yeah, they're talking about
he
that.
talks
you know,
about it too. He says it's an archaic system.
you know,
They
it's
need
just
to change
ridiculous.
it.
So, like you're up there training, putting your heart and money into all of this,
They're
and
not
the
even
guy's just
watching
not
you.
even watching the
That's
fight. Like,
bullshit.
how did you expect them to accurately judge the fight?
That's
So it's
insane.
bullshit, dude.
That's
But
insane.
yeah, we watched that last night, dude. That was fun as shit.
Dude, I really wanted to go to that after party at Little Woodrow's. I'm not
No,
gonna lie.
Don't go, bro.
Oh, there was 2 little Woodrow parties.
Well,
one
yeah,
for Valentina.
I
and
wanted
one
I wanted to go to
Derek Lewis.
of
course
the
you did.
Black Bees. That would have been cool.
You want to go hang out with the big black guy, not the hot ass white chick.
Oh, I mean, Valentina Shevchenko, she's an amazing fighter, amazing athlete. She's a beautiful woman, but no, I mean, dude, Derek Lewis is just really cool.
I'd rather hang out with Derek Lewis.
He's cool.
He's a character. He's a character.
I'd rather hang out with Derek Lewis too, man. Let
know
me
what's
slide
on
up in the DMs. Let me get those memes first, bro.
He responded to some of my Instagram comments on his post. So,
Oh shit!
so I'm
So
you know,
I got that going for me.
yeah, I've got that going for me, which is great.
What do you got?
Nothing.
You smelling yourself?
Yeah.
Why are you smelling yourself?
Don't.
I can put that camera on you
Yeah.
so fast.
Yeah, he did. I was like, man,
Anyways,
Anyways,
wearing deodorant, bro. You smell
I'm doing
okay.
fine.
so you're almost done with Control.
I think so.
And you just
And I'm loving it.
fit.
If you guys get a chance to play it,
Yeah, so,
play it. The
what
listeners
was
and you
the-
guys.
What was remember there was the game, was it Rift, where you could like change the ground and everything, and it was like a first person shooter.
Oh,
See, like
yeah.
it didn't work that well. Like it was just
You, like,
super
you could
awkward.
You do like terrain manipulation.
And you could like, bring up like clumps of, earth to be like a shield. Like,
Yeah.
oh, there's, this
It was-
dude 20 feet up shooting at me. I can make a ramp and
Yeah, that was
and
Rift,
all sorts
I
of
think.
stuff like that. And it didn't work
There-
out that well. But I mean, I really like the look of control. Like it works well though, just like grabbing
It really,
everything.
it really does, dude. Because like when I'm playing the game, and I got this one moment, and I made me appreciate the game for what it was because the setting is this building is called the old building or the one building, something like that. But it's a very brutal architect, very over towering
Like Big
cement,
Brother
and
type
like it
of
was like
thing.
a federal bureau building,
Yeah.
And I like that style, but thing is, like I used the character's name is Jessie. I used her and to grab a piece of concrete out, and when I pulled it out from behind the enemy, it hit him and knocked him forward. And then when I threw it back at him, like he went poof, because I'm summoning the piece
Yeah.
towards me, and then I threw it back at him. He bounced back. I was like, the fact that they put that little attention to detail, like
Yeah.
I'm pulling something out and it's hitting
Yeah.
him, it's coming
Ragdolls.
to me. Yeah, it looks so good. And like I said, I was fighting a boss. I want to say Thursday night, and you could levitate on there, so you're kind of floating and everything. And so these ads were coming in, and the thing is, the boss has a big old attack. It just hits the whole screen, so you have to make sure you move. So I was throwing things at the ads, flying, and then shooting, and then at the very last corner, I had to drop so I can avoid the hit,
the
and then
attack.
throw something at the boss. I was just like, that felt so fun. Like that kind of combat was so engaging, and I really enjoyed
That's
it.
really
And,
cool.
and that's why that's just a really good game, and I think I love it. I love
I'll
it.
have to check it out.
Yeah, you have to check it out.
Yeah,
like I said,
it's on my radar.
It was yeah, because like I said, I knew it was coming out, and it did. And then but nobody our little group, there was no buzz about it, So I just keep
I don't know, man.
I-
Like,
pay attention to it. And
I wanted to get it, but it was one of those that came out on Epic, and at the time I just kind of like blew it
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Same thing with Metro Exodus. I'm still waiting for that to come out on Steam.
I ended up buying it on Xbox Live. They had it on sale around Thanksgiving, and I bought.
You bought it on, you bought Control?
No, Metro.
Oh, Metro.
It's really, really good, man. But
Yeah.
I would have rather played it on my PC.
For sure. Those games are always like super duper
Yes,
intensive.
because you could
on the
tell
PC.
I'm playing on base PS4, and I could tell it was like it was really stressful.
I'll probably
the
end
shit
up
out of
getting
it.
it on Steam when it's released later.
Yeah, but I think it'll be optimal for like PC or
Wasn't it-
one of the pro.
it's supposed to be
consoles.
this month, right? Wasn't it?
Which one? Exodus?
Exodus?
It comes back on the 18th, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Get it
what
on
I thought.
Switch now.
Exodus?
Isn't it?
I don't think
Or the
Exodus.
Metro- oh, no,
no,
Metro.
The Redux is coming out,
That's right.
which is Metro 1 and 2.
Did you get The Witcher 3 on Switch?
Oh my god, no.
No.
No, I got one of my good friends got me a copy. I don't know which one, but they got me a.
You don't know
yeah.
which friend?
I bought him a fucking
Oh,
copy.
did you? It was you?
I bought him a copy for his birthday like 2 or 3 years ago, and he like played up in White Orchard. He's like, I don't like this game.
game's
And then like
stupid.
a week later, he picks up.
Then I
he's
watch
like,
the
no,
show.
he goes, it's too hard or some shit like that.
hard.
And then like 2 weeks later, Dark Souls 3 comes out, and he's playing that like
That's
nonstop. I was like, you can go
right.
through Dark Souls 3, but you can't go through fucking White Orchard and The Witcher.
That's
What's
right. He
wrong
gave
with
me
you?
shit. He's like, you're playing Dark Souls. Well, you didn't like Witcher. You're not gonna like it. I ended up beating Dark Souls 3. One of my favorite games ever.
Oh man, I have all the Dark Souls because I just feel obligated to buy them. But it's like I still like
Never
freaking
got past
Dark
the first
Souls.
boss.
Yeah, the first Dark Souls. No, I finally like beat him once, but I swear I've got like 20, 30 hours into
play
Dark
Bloodborne?
Souls, and it's all that. Nah, I never.
Dude, like I want to play Bloodborne, and I love how.
Well,
it
I mean,
looks
up
and
until
plays,
recently, I didn't have a PlayStation,
but I
so
kept
couldn't.
banging my head against the wall, and after a while, I'm like, after it's like I know the game says get good and play it like this,
Yeah.
but after a while, it's like this isn't fun anymore. Like I'm tired of just banging my head. Like why am I having to put so much work into a game? I don't want to put in work. It's a game.
I want it to be fun.
Yeah,
I want all the fun
What's
without
story
the
mode?
work.
Like,
What's story mode?
I want it to be challenging, not impossible.
Exactly.
I
I
wanna-
want I like challenge, but not.
I want to lose weight without working out.
Well, I've
or
been working
eating
out.
correctly.
I've been exercising.
That's
I've been
Myles.
exercising.
That's Myles.
No,
Miles along. He's a sweet boy.
He's a sweet boy.
No, it's not that. I know what I need to do to lose weight. I'm just not doing it.
But anyway, what you got today, Rick?
So what I want to talk about, one of my big topics that's on my radar, is about how Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, is saying that I'm going to quote him here, okay? He says, "When you talk about Nintendo and Sony, we have a ton of respect for them, but we see Amazon and Google as the main competitors going forward," as we said to the protocol website.
Yeah.
So I find that kind of odd. So it's like all of a sudden, like Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo. Sony. The thing is, I think he's also want to bring in. He wants to talk about the future about how streaming. That's what the big changes, the big future. And the way I see it is like, I don't think the technology is there. Of course, I don't have a Stadia. I don't stream games, so I don't know how good that technology is.
Well,
you know?
if it's on the Stadia, it's not good.
Yeah,
obviously.
What was it? They said if you were running it on like 4K on Stadia, you'd go through like 1 terabyte, and
you'd go through your bandwidth limit in like a day.
Yeah,
something.
it was like a day, like 1 terabyte or one. Yeah, it was just ridiculous.
So, on what you're talking about, the biggest thing for me on that was they tried to change this whole what they thought gaming was gonna be during the Xbox One release. They were like, you can't trade in games. Your games
Always
are yours
online.
forever, always online type of thing. They've been trying to make this change for a while, and then they got chastised for it, and then they had to backtrack. So now what they're trying to do is go ahead and get that foot in the door. Now they know where it's going. We're not doing physical releases anymore.
Well, it wasn't even just that, because it was what was the other dude's name that was in charge when the Xbox One released? Because then Phil Spencer came in. Because originally they wanted it to be like the center of your multimedia system.
Yeah, I remember that part.
Right,
Yeah.
like so it's everything. It's not just for video games. Your
Netflixes, your streaming
your
services,
Netflix,
your TVs.
You can watch Blu-rays on it.
Correct.
All TV, everything.
Yeah, and then now that they're getting their ass whooped by the Switch and the PlayStation 4, and they don't have any good exclusives, and they don't have any because I mean any good exclusive that comes out on Xbox I can get on this PC.
Halo.
It's not a problem. That's also going to be released on this at simultaneous release.
Yeah. Well, I played Gears of War 5 finally with my Xbox
Game
Pass PC.
Yeah, on PC. So why would you have an Xbox when you can play everything?
Dude, I haven't turned my Xbox on other than to watch Netflix in probably 2 months now.
Yeah, it's basically your multimedia. Center your multimedia.
Well, and it's like, and I've got the Amazon Fire hooked up to my TV too. So, but it's just it's easier just to hit the power on my controller.
You're right.
Hell yeah.
Up and go.
So, being that the Nintendo Switch has outsold the Xbox within 18 months or however long it's been, it's already outsold all the consoles that they've ever sold.
Yeah,
dude, that's just crazy.
Yeah, Switch came out February 2017, February.
Well,
yeah, but 2017, that's when it came out.
It's like how all the companies, everybody rightfully shit on Blizzard for the whole Diablo Immortal.
Oh yeah, right.
It's like all mobile gaming. That's what everyone wants. And the Switch, it's best of both worlds, mobile, and you can dock it and hook it up to your TV.
Hell yeah. It is underpowered, but the games speak for themselves.
Yeah, well, Nintendo's never been a over the top graphic.
Yeah, they're not powerhouse. They've always had a little...
just like good story. The graphics are good enough.
Yeah, I agree. So
they're great. I mean,
but they've been outsold, and then of course they never could catch the PS4 ever since the PS4 had come out. Especially after the whole E3 debacle, whenever the game consoles did get announced about the handing a game to your friend or going to rent a game or whatever it is. So there is that whole thing, and then so like now that they have the Stadia. And then
Google
GeForce
and
now,
Amazon,
and Amazon's got their own thing coming out. I see that and Apple, as far as that's concerned too, because they also have their Apple Arcade, which I think is a great value for $5.
I saw you playing Gundead.
And
it looks like fun. I can't wait for that to come to Switch.
So good.
Can't wait to come to Switch.
So being that all those services are out, they have to compete with somebody. They don't see PlayStation 4 and Switch as their competition because they can't, because they're not in the same league right now. They're somewhere else. What Xbox needs to do is still get better developers and make better games for everybody else, and like more exclusive like games. Like that's what.
So the hardware is there.
The hardware
is just the exclusives, the games, right?
Yeah,
that's what it's lacking. Right. So, yeah, but that's what got me thinking. It is like, I just find that like it's almost like framing the picture so it could be like, hey, this is gonna be the future. Streaming is gonna be the future. And I was like, I don't know, man. I just don't feel. I mean, like when you play games off the Xbox, is it streaming like the Game Pass? Is that?
No. It installs it.
Installs it.
Yeah, like Game Pass on the console and on the PC, it installs it to your computer.
Huh, okay.
You're playing it locally.
Okay, I thought
I don't know, man. Like I like that. I think that's cool, the streaming. But then
I do like the price point.
Internet in the U.S. Like I've got good internet, but it's like just so unreliable. It cuts out every now and then. It's just overly expensive. You have a 1 terabyte limit, and if you're trying to play these games, stream them on the ultra high def, high settings, it's gonna eat up your bandwidth like super fast. There's no way they can compress it enough to where it will still look good on the user end.
Yeah. So
ISPs need to work around as well, especially for all these streaming services that are coming out. The ISPs need to rework. If they want the
US
traffic,
is huge.
Yeah, I'll pay for it, but I mean,
You see, because I find it like a little side tangent. Like like you guys know, I love fighting games. So like in Japan, they're when they play online, very little latency. But the thing is, if you get Japan and you put it inside Texas, this is why it's hard to play like online games. You don't have a good connection. Of course, if the company just has a bad net code to begin with, that's already gonna suck. But if someone doesn't have good internet, it's like just especially when it comes to fighting games.
Is it South Korea that has the best internet in the world?
I think so. Seoul has like some of the best internet.
Yeah, it's just it's like the internet's as fast as you could think.
Well, I mean, in America in general, our internet just sucks. The plans and everything like that, they suck. If you go to like Canada, it's like gigabyte internet everywhere that you can get internet that has.
Is it because they just have better infrastructure or something, or what?
It just, the companies rule.
The companies.
What I want to know is when is Houston going to get Google Fiber?
Oh man,
because it was in Austin, came and it's in San Antonio now. My in-laws got Google Fiber in San Antonio.
Yeah, Google Fiber is legit. It's gig up, gig down, no problem.
Well, it's cool too because you get the free Google Fiber. They charge you like $100 for hardware to hook it up or something, and then you don't pay for your service. I mean, it's not super fast. It's like maybe 25 megabits up.
Yeah, but I mean, it's service
or down
in general.
Yeah, but it's good service. But yeah, and then otherwise you pay like $300 for the install, and then $70. I mean, it's been a while because I remember looking at the price comparison when I worked at Comcast.
Mm-hmm.
But
Google's got
gigabit up and down.
Yeah,
not just
which
down.
You don't get with Comcast. Comcast, you get a gigabyte down, but you get like 40 up. Which is ridiculous. So, the ISPs need to change for all these Google streaming services. Not Google, but like Google, Stadia, Nvidia, all that stuff. The ISPs need to be better because you can't justify playing a game at 4K if you're going to run out of bandwidth within an hour.
Yeah.
But a lot of things do need to change for these things to become like the norm. I see that streaming consoles can be cool. Like, hey man, I don't want to pay, $2,000 for my rig, but I'll buy a $200 device that I could just put up there and just
I mean, and then it's service. Like now you want to take your console with you, it's a whole ordeal, all sorts of stuff with it. But if it's
if it's just your phone,
it's your phone,
a little now with your phone,
just a little network hub
or the Stadia if you have a Pixel phone.
Yeah.
So I mean, now if you could just take your phone and get one of those little adapters that connects to your controller, and then you could just play your game right there. That's cool too. So I like the idea of what this technology brings. I just don't like where we're at in its current state.
Yeah.
And I agree with Phil is that PS4 and Switch are not their competition. But then again, Nintendo is nobody else's competition, and neither is PS4.
Yeah, I think
they're all separate entities.
Well, yeah, Nintendo, it's they get a lot of the same games that the other consoles have had, but people aren't buying the Switch for to play like those Xbox, exclusives, the PS4 exclusives.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice that they have it now, but people are buying.
I'm pretty sure like the heads of Nintendo and PlayStation were like, "That's what he said."
Oh,
cool.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
I kind of wanted.
That's why they probably like looked over the newspaper like,
"Oh."
I kind of wanted like Nintendo or PS4 to clap back with like a Wendy's type retweet. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we weren't worried about you anyway. Like, just keep on going. Like, well, we're gonna go about our business.
Yeah. So I was like, he said, I saw that, and I just really just stuck with me, and I was just like, a subject that I really wanted to bring up, and because I just find it strange that I don't know, like I know Nintendo, Xbox, Sony. We still got the boxes that we buy from the consoles. We still buy those, That's tried and true, So maybe once the streaming just gets better and more reliable, hey, maybe more people be like, okay, cool, let's jump aboard. But right now, I mean, it's tried and true. You get a box, plug it up, you're playing your games.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And I don't mind there being a proprietary device, like I said, for like the NVIDIA Shield. To get the GeForce Now, you can have a proprietary device out there. They sell a controller for it specifically, or you can use any Bluetooth controller that you have. You know, you can stream whatever game that's on GeForce Now, or you can stream stuff that's you have on your rig here at home, and then you could just do like an internal stream as well. But if I wanted to go to your house and play on my iPad or play on my phone, I could also do those things. So I do like the fact that they're there. I'll pay for a proprietary device if I believe in the service. And just based off of GeForce Now, which got released this week, GeForce Now's price point is way better. And then the access to the amount of games that you have is way better than the Stadia. I mean, GeForce Now launched with hundreds of titles, not Stadia 32.
Yeah,
or whatever it was. 12
like 12 of them, and 3 of them were.
Stadia's been out how long now, and you only have 40 games. Well, that's not up to us. That's up to the developer to make games.
But I mean, what Stadia went about it like Capcom did with Street Fighter. They put out 9 fighters and then fucking released 100 fighters later on, and making you pay for every single one. And they're gonna keep releasing new editions every year, even though they said that they weren't. Those sons of bitches. And then now you got, what is it? Championship edition comes out this Friday.
February 14th.
Friday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coming out along with Seth. So piggybacking off fighting games, Evo 2020.
Okay.
The games have been announced.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
All right.
It's gonna be 8 games this year. Okay. 8 games. Usually I had 9 the year before. I think 9 before that also. But we're gonna have 8 games, and then we're gonna have a special invitational tournament. So the regular 8 games is gonna be Uniclear. It's one of my favorites. Well, it's Eunice, but once it comes out soon, it'll be called Uniclear. Tekken 7, Soul Calibur 6, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, which just came out in Japan.
It's not even out here yet.
We get it in US, but you have to get like you have to change your PlayStation to
your
Asian,
region.
Yeah, you change your region. I'm not gonna go do that. I'll just wait when it comes out in March. Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Street Fighter 5, Samurai Showdown, and the special invitational tournament is gonna be Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
That'd be dope.
Like they went with the old school. Like I'm guessing that game, the community behind that game is really just resurging, and just I guess they never left the game, and they just want it, and sure enough, now it's of course it's gonna be an invitational event. But the fact that it's gonna be on the big stage, that's just really good.
Yeah, like that's House's game is MVC2.
He's a big fan of that.
And big fan. He always talks shit about 3 and fucking what's the other
MVCI?
one? MVCI Infinite.
I like Infinite.
So if you had to say, I like the lineup there for Evo, but if there was something that you would change about it to like take away or add a game, would you change anything on that list?
Me personally, I'm fine with these games. I know some people are mad that Mortal Kombat 11 is not in there. It was last year,
right?
But it's not. So
because I would have said Mortal Kombat 11 over Fighter Z.
Fighter Z is still very, 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 very big. So I mean, Dragon Ball Fighter is very big. Yeah, it's also big because it's also they're doing season 4. Thing is, it also has its own Arc System, the developer for that. They also have their little world tour, and they have their fighting games, Fighters, BB Tag, Guilty Gear, and I think it's gonna be Grand Blue Fantasy. But but Fighters is a very big game. I like the list for what it is. I'm not gonna watch all of them because there's just some games that I just don't care for to watch.
I always watch the following day. I never have time to watch that day.
Yeah, I mean, like I'll probably watch all day Saturday. I'll watch Street Fighter because that's my favorite game to watch.
Right.
And but I know some of these games will probably be done on Friday just to make them fit. But I like the list. I'm good with it. I know some people are mad that their games didn't get in there, but to me, it's fine, dude. It doesn't bother me.
Usually there's always like some sort of like a big content release or something like that.
That's
with
true.
Evo. What are you thinking? Like if you had to like take a guess, besides, I mean, they've already announced season 4 of Fighter Z.
Yeah.
It is 4, right?
It's gonna be season 4 coming out, I think.
And then season 4 Fighter Z. They have a Uniclear is getting its release. That's coming next month. When does Evo take place? Is it May, right?
It's gonna be at the very end of like July and the beginning of August. Like,
okay, so
that last weekend.
So people have time to get into the groove and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
What do you see as like the big content update?
Well, definitely with Evo, that's like the Super Bowl fighting games. So a lot of you get reveals and character maybe not so much shadow drops, but character reveals, updates, news. Maybe Street Fighter 6 because this year is when you win Capcom Cup, you're usually auto qualified to go next year. But this year they changed that, and you're not auto qualified. The thing is, the last time they did that was when Street Fighter Capcom was changing from Street Fighter 4 to Street Fighter 5. So people are just speculating and hinting that maybe Street Fighter 6 will be coming out.
Now, do you think there'll be some leaks like there were last year?
Definitely gonna be leaks, dude. And that breaks my heart when I see
one guy was like,
when I see Yoshi Ono, he's a character and he loves being out there with little Blanca and Shuriken and doing his little things. He likes the crowd. He likes doing that and making announcements. And I'm sure him and his team are doing hard work. And then they get leaks. And especially when it came to was Evo last year? Last year. It got leaked. All these characters were coming out. He could just look.
He was like, "Well, I was gonna tell you guys, but you already know."
Yeah, he looked so defeated. And actually like I don't know the guy, but like I just seeing him, like knowing that he did all this, him and his team did this work, and it just get swept from underneath his feet. I was like, I felt bad for him, but that's what I'm guessing is going to happen. It's just a whole bunch of reveals and updates. I hope the leaks don't happen, but something in Capcom,
I hope he figured out he fired them motherfuckers. I hope he fired somebody.
There's leaks everywhere, so I'm excited about that for Evo 2020. So
nice, man.
I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready.
I love it.
When is Texas Showdown?
Texas Showdown's going to be in May,
That's what I
early
was
May.
thinking,
Yeah, so and it's going to be a premiere event. Not a premiere event. So
yeah,
those guys.
Premiere event this year.
Yeah, these guys are moving up. They used to be just kind of like just a regional.
Yeah.
And now
we go hang out up there this year.
I should.
Yeah, we should. We should. Yes,
we should. But yeah, I'm excited for that.
On the road.
Maybe for Comic Palooza.
Oh, maybe.
I think it's gonna be Memorial Day weekend this year. It's good. It's better than Mother's Day.
Well, yeah, it is better than Mother's Day.
It's better than Mother's Day.
Yeah, everybody's got that Monday off. So yeah.
So.
Well, there's a couple big things. We already talked about Witcher, but they've already greenlit season 2.
That is an auto
already. Yes. They're already filming and shit like that. So I'm stoked on that, dude.
Do you know where they filmed it at?
Huh? No, New Zealand. No idea.
New Zealand?
No, I don't think it was New Zealand.
That's where Middle Earth is at.
Like, I thought they said like they did it all on like a set. A lot of it.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, maybe not.
But yeah, the fact that it's coming out. I really not being a fan of the game, just watching it, and I was like, man, this is actually a good show.
They did a lot of stuff in Austria.
Yeah, nice.
That was close.
Another shrimp on the barbie, eh?
Austria, not Australia.
Dumb and Dumber. Nobody got it.
I got you.
That's one of my favorite movies.
I haven't seen it in 50 years.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's burned in my head.
Still know it.
No.
Samsonite. We were way off.
Just over the nest though. Yeah. Slippy, Swami. Sorry, guys.
Man, here, take this extra set of gloves. My hands are burning up.
You had an extra pair of gloves this whole time.
I was like, yeah, we're in Colorado.
We're in the Rockies. Harry, your hands are freezing. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
No, but I loved it. It was the Witcher series was so damn good, man.
Yeah.
Like when they first announced Cavill, like I was like, but he's too good looking. He is a handsome man.
Handsome motherfucker.
But he was so good.
Yeah, really good. He did the voice really well too, which I didn't expect him to do. And then whenever I popped on to Witcher 3 before you guys showed up, I was like, man, he did that really well. When I walked in, I saw you playing. I was like, it
was funny because I didn't notice it until I was like watching an interview with him. And he's like, well, in the game, everybody has an English accent or some kind of accent except for Geralt.
Yeah.
And as I'm playing, I'm like, oh my God, yeah, it's like Geralt in the game is American. Everybody else, like the Nilfgaardians are French.
Right.
Everyone else's English accents. There's some people.
The dwarves have that fucking weird Scottish, Irish accent, whatever it is.
It's the Hearts of Stone. There's the other place. There's like the Middle East. No, well, Hearts of Stone. Like it's like the Middle Eastern accent.
Oh, gotcha.
And then there's also some of them like have a German accent. Some I forget which ones they're from, but it's just like, man, this is cool. And then with Blood and Wine, they're all Italian.
Yeah.
So it's just really really cool. But I thought it was funny though, like so many people were complaining about not being able to follow the time, like being confused with the show.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, honestly, like I think it was like third or fourth season episode of it. I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't all going on at the same time. And then they're like in there when
the king and queen or the
when Triss goes into and Yennefer when they go into the ball to be the things and the one queen is like full test equipment. I was like, oh my God. Okay, so this is like 30 years ago.
That's when it clicked for me, and I was like, I saw that, and I was like, Oh, good job,
And then
show.
it's like,
Good job, show.
and then
I
it's
like this.
It goes and Geralt is they're showing when he goes to claim Ciri.
It was law by surprise,
Yeah,
whatever.
and they're like, oh no, and like, okay, are you gonna leave? He's like, no, I can never not come back. So they arrest him, and then they lock him up. Like, oh my god, he was in the prison in the castle in the first episode when when they came and
so
took
close.
down Cintria.
Yeah.
So
It's a
good,
fucking great
dude.
show, man. So I'm
Really good.
I'm
looking
glad I
forward
stuck
to
with it. I loved it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to season 2. Play the Witcher 3 though.
I will.
Yeah. No,
Backlog.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
Dude, don't you can skip Witcher 1 though. Like, go like it's so
Yeah, don't
hard.
go back to
it's
Witcher
so
1.
hard to
That's
play.
what I
the
heard.
Witcher
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 1
1
is hard to
did
get back.
not age
did not
well.
age
I mean,
well.
Witcher 2 really good. A
Yeah.
lot more punishing than Witcher 3 is.
Witcher 2, yeah.
Because it's not. It's more.
Combat based.
It's lack thereof. Like it's more more brutal combat. So like if you take a hit, it hurts hard, and then like they do a lot more. Like you have to like meditate to brew potions to do anything like
To
in the
level
game
up,
to level
to-
up
yeah.
all that shit. So you have to like find space. Like this, when you level up in the game, you just level up.
Just let,
Yeah, you can
experience
just
points.
go to the menu. Okay, I'm gonna add this skill.
Yeah,
Then also like story wise, it's just a lot more.
a lot more shit in Witcher
Yeah.
2. Witcher 2 was a big
dude.
game for when it came out, and it was also very small. It wasn't like
There was
open world.
Well,
but
there
it
was an
like,
insane amount of ending possibilities too,
yeah,
with the
and a
Witcher
lot of
2.
detail. And
It was like the first Witcher. It was. There was like a handful of different endings you could get for the first one, and then it was The Witcher 2. Like it was something like 24 different endings.
Witcher
maybe?
2 had a
Like,
lot because you could kill certain people, you could let them live. It all depended
And
on
then they
your
come back
choices.
It's
later
like
on.
there were so many points in the story where it's like, okay, I can either go with Ruben to defeat this person, or I can go with Rick to defeat this person. Well, okay, so I go with Ruben. Well, then 30 minutes later, okay, well, there's another choice, and it's just
Starts
splits.
forking.
And, yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
it was a very good, very well done game.
Is
Really,
it kind of
really
like
good.
Mass Effect series where a decision you made in one game comes back to the next game, or kind of like
Yes.
its own game?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like at the
Like-
beginning of Witcher 3,
Like, does your saves carry over or something?
Yes.
yes,
Oh,
if you're
okay.
playing on the same platform, all of them.
Okay, yeah.
But like what they have with The Witcher 3 is you go in and you play the White Orchard, like the intro part, then you go to Vizima to meet Emperor Emir, the king of Nilfgaard.
Correct.
And you're talking to like one of his generals, like, oh, well, what did you do here? What did you do here? So it's like, because
filling in-
in The Witcher
But
2,
if-
like the main villain, you can kill him or let him live.
Okay.
So
Right.
if he
but
lives,
if you have the save, it will automatically do all that stuff for you. It says
Yeah.
like, oh, I see that you
yeah,
did this or whatever.
Okay. So it
but
fills
like
in the.
But if you didn't play 2 and you know the story, all you have to do is fill in the blanks. So
Okay.
if you wanted it to go this way,
Cool,
it doesn't
cool.
really affect your Witcher 3 playthrough, but it
there's-
will affect like what people say to you.
well,
in
there's
certain
the
situations.
one difference with Letho.
Yeah, if he's alive,
If he's alive, then
He's
he'll
alive
be
in the game.
He'll be there in the game.
Right.
And you can come. I think you can come across him as a random occurrence. I think, but he'll also be there, like when you fight the Wild Hunt at.
spoiler alert.
Huh?
Game's
Well,
been
no,
out for
you-
forever. It's a joke.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
speaking,
it's not a big spoiler. It's like, it's called the Wild Hunt. You're gonna fight the Wild Hunt.
Find
oh,
that.
I thought that we were hunting, whatever.
Friends.
Beasts. But
So season 2. Another one you talked about on your little notes, Castlevania.
yeah, Castlevania
Season
is season 3.
Dude.
Season 3's coming out, bro. Season 1 and 2 were
It
really,
really was.
Yeah,
It
but
surprised
season
me.
1 was just so damn short, and it pissed me off. It was like, what? That's
was-
it?
it was like-
I need more.
It was like 6 episodes or something like that.
no,
the
dude,
first
it was
one?
like 3.
It was like
That's
3
right.
episodes.
You're right.
yeah.
You're right. Yeah, it was really short. It's like I really liked how like they respected the source material and didn't like oversaturate you with it and be like, hey, look what we did here. Look what we
Right.
did here. It was like you get it if you play the games. Like, okay, cool.
I
see
liked
it.
how
but
they,
they never
uh,
like, hey, check this out. Like really focused on it. And they just and the animation was so brutal. So violent. And of course, I'm a weeb, so I love anime.
Well, no,
so
it was cool,
that style is just
They
so good.
because it was Trevor, right?
Trevor Belmont.
Yeah,
Belmont.
but
That's how I
when
say it
the-
now.
when
Every time I
they-
see the word, I say Belmont.
when they go to the Belmont, the vault, and he finds the chain, and he's like, "Oh my god!" He's like so excited to find it. He's finding all these
Family
weapons
relics.
from the game. I was like, "Ah, that's
Yes,
awesome."
exactly. Stuff like
But
that.
then I really liked how they humanized Dracula. a bit,
Very
too.
much
he wasn't just like
so.
I'm the big bad evil guy.
Very
Right.
much so.
It was
I
like,
that
I loved
part.
this woman. I married her.
Yeah,
I
he was
was
upset.
good because of her, and then you guys
I mean, he was a
murdered her because you're ignorant.
polymathematician and a scholar and a doctor and the small spoilers, but what really got to me part when I really like Dracula where he was is when he was fighting Alucard, and he's like, I'm killing my boy, you know, like he realized, and that's just like it struck me, and like that's he's a person, you know. I was like, I really was surprised
like,
how
the last thing I have with my wife.
Yes, like I got surprised how I got connected to this character just from watching a cartoon and anime, you know, and they just did such a good job, and I'm really excited for this next season to come out. It's pretty soon, right? March or something.
Have you seen anything about it? Like, who's the villain? Like, what's the story gonna be?
I think it last left off with Dracula's cronies were spread out and.
That's right. Well, there was the one guy that it
was Hector and somebody else. I think Hector he was the necromancer. I think he got captured by that one girl.
Yeah, by the female.
And then the other guy.
She's like, you're gonna make these for me.
Something like that.
The female vampire leader, whatever she was.
And then the other guy,
March 5th.
The other guy, he was like in the Middle East somewhere, and then rode off.
Yeah, I gotta watch it again. The black dude,
the zealot guy. Like, yeah. So I gotta go back and maybe rewatch it just to get myself
reacquainted.
Yeah.
March. Previously on season 3 comes out March 5th.
Right around the corner, dude.
Yeah, so it's
right around the corner.
Other shit for you to fucking do that you
more
don't
binging
have time for. Yeah,
more binging. I won't binge it, but you know.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah,
I will discipline myself and digest. No, because Mikhail likes it also, so and she can't watch as much TV. So yeah. So
yeah, I guess that's cool. Kelly doesn't like to watch anything, so I don't have to worry about waiting for her to watch it.
Damn, I feel bad for you.
Why? I don't. I don't. You fucking brought it down yourself.
I
don't. The one thing I wanted to give a shout out to Call of Duty for raising $1.6 million for the Australian wildfires with their Outback kit that they were putting all the proceeds towards.
That's good.
So it's a big shout out to them for doing that.
That's
cool. Raising a bunch of money.
A good cause. Hell yeah, good cause. It's nice to know that they're not just.
Not Bethesda with a 24-hour sale.
Okay. Well, the thing is, even with Bethesda doing a 24-hour sale, that's still a terrible act. You know, just they gave part of the proceeds to go. You know,
right.
Of course, just Activision, Call of Duty, they just did it a lot more. But
right.
that's. I mean, it's still a good nod. It's still. I'm not going to say
they did it for like a whole month. They're
yeah,
like,
I'm not going to go to Bethesda and be like, you only gave that much. No, good job for them too. You know?
If they gave anything, you know, I don't know if anybody bought anything during that 24-hour sale. Bethesda's launcher on PC sucks dick.
Update for 76.
Tell me about it.
Update in
April 7th.
In April 7th, yeah, they're gonna have NPCs now, so you don't have to listen to audio tapes anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What else are they adding?
They did a whole. They added a bunch of shit into the game, but the game is still fucking garbage. It's still a mess.
They finally fixed like being able to steal somebody's inventory from being like across the map from them, right?
Did they?
I don't know. I've never played it.
I think that the stench of having such a bad launch is permanently just saturated.
You know what though?
And I don't think that game is ever going to get away with it.
It's impressive though that they're sticking with it.
Yeah,
like
good,
what was the Anthem? Like there's still Christmas decorations in the game. I saw that online the other day.
There's still giving support
like in the game because they just don't support it at all. Anthem.
Yeah.
It's just
and Juan is still about that life on Anthem, dude.
Oh wait, there's no support.
Dude, it's still full price. Like I was like, you know what? Yeah, look it up on PC. It's I think you can get a hard copy at like Walmart for like $5. You know, like with Fallout 76, they're giving it away.
Giving it away.
But no, like you try and buy a digital copy, still full price.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I think nobody's buying your game. I think at this point they just kind of gonna go radio silent and just.
You know what? Honestly, for like $5-10, I'd pick up Anthem. I'd play it. You know, play it for a few days.
Check it out.
It's worth $5-10.
Oh yeah, they said that the first thing when you look up Anthem is they haven't taken down their Christmas decorations.
Whoa, that's.
But
dodge a bullet on that one.
Yeah, no, it's still full price too.
Dude, Ian was all about that game.
He was.
No, Kevin was playing Fallout, right?
I think Kevin tried Fallout.
No,
Mikhail had Fallout for a little bit.
Mikhail had it, but Kevin likes Destiny, and Ian was all about Anthem.
That's
right.
I mean,
I like Destiny too.
Yeah,
but I was a little while ago. I was like, I wonder what my hours in Destiny. It was like an insane amount of hours in the first one, and then an equally insane amount of hours in the second one. A few thousand.
A few thousand. Oh my god!
Wow. Yeah. Is that what I did?
Jesus, like, jeez, this is my life.
That is your life.
But we had a couple of role changes here and some company changes that I wanted to talk about.
Let's go.
One of them that means the most to me, that I don't know how to feel about yet, is Rob Ferguson leaving Microsoft, the Gears of War team guy, and he's joined as the lead on Diablo 4. Now, Gears of War has steadily gone like downhill.
Down.
Gears of War 5, not that great. 4 wasn't that great. 3 was 2 was
like
better, and 1 was the best one.
No, I like 2. I mean, the ending at 3 was just
dog shit.
Yeah,
I played the third one.
And it's like they had to go and kill off Dom. Come on, man.
Hey, spoiler alert.
The game's been out for
You're playing as a kid now,
10
aren't you?
years. Well, yeah. So in 4 you were his son, and then in 5 it was the chick.
You're playing as a chick.
Yeah.
I never played through 5, but I read the reviews and enough to not like I'm not gonna buy this game. Like I'll watch it. I'll watch somebody play it on Twitch or something. You know what I mean? So
dude, I was so mad about Gears of War 4 though. Like I bought the everything version for whatever super because I never played the multiplayer. But it's like I played through it and then I took a break for a month. I'm like, oh man, I should really go back and finish that game. So I go back. One mission and that was it. The end of the game. I was like, "What? Like that's it?
That's
like,
it?
What the heck? This is the ending? Are you serious? Like I spent all that time. Like no, I got to go back and finish the game, and I finish it in like 30 minutes of gameplay. Come on.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But this guy who was the lead for Microsoft Gears of War team, I forget the name of the place, but he joined Diablo for Diablo 4's lead. And like I said, I'm not sure how I feel about it because the way that Gears of War went. Because I played 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I didn't play that other one. What was it called?
Oh,
it's like the little side one.
Yeah,
you guys Baird, I think.
Yeah, with the blonde dude.
Yeah,
it was like 3.5.
I passed on that one, and so
it came with a digital version of that one I bought for. Never played it.
But I'm kind of like iffy on this guy taking over for Diablo. I just hope that he does a good job because I'm excited for it, but. Do well.
I'm sure not every decision that was made for Gears of War fell on him and him only. I'm sure
a lot of it has to do with the studio.
I mean, maybe it could have been just a corporate upstairs being like, "Hey, we need you to start doing this with the game."
But we've seen the. I mean, if it was from corporate or the studio, then we've seen what Blizzard has been doing lately, right? Like, this isn't like a surprise.
I
if
heard
a company's money hungry as much as they are, especially since their revenues are down 13% this quarter, I have a feeling that they're going to do a more Path of Exile route, but they're going to make you pay for the game up front and then do more microtransactions as it goes along, and then they'll do some bullshit half-ass expansion later on. That it bothers me a little bit because I love Diablo.
Yeah, definitely the what are you talking about? Reforged, how bad that was. I was listening to my podcast my other podcast that I listened to, and they were talking about it, and they were just like so disappointed in how.
Yeah, and their response like, oh, well, just if you can't play it right now, just save the game until you can upgrade your computer to spend more money to play this game that you used to be able to play.
No,
what they did was this guy, he has an older computer, right, an older system.
Yeah.
He hasn't upgraded it, but he plays Warcraft on this system, and
it runs.
Anyway, so it ran great, and then like he updated his it automatically updated his client, and it popped over to the Reforged one, and then so now he doesn't have the ability to play his favorite game anymore.
Heartbreaking.
And then Blizzard was just like, buy a new computer, bro.
Yeah.
Like, go spend thousands of dollars on a new PC or whatever. Yeah, don't you have phones?
That's what it is. That's basically don't you have phones response, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And it was just like, why would you do that?
And the thing is, like, Blizzard used to have really good polished games
and really good customer service.
Yeah, they were all about the players.
It used to be like, hey, when you're buying a game that has the Blizzard logo on it, you'd be like, I'm in for a treat.
I trust this guy. I trust these guys.
Yeah.
But now that Activision is kind of like taking them over, and it's just they're
really. I thought they bought. I thought it was like Blizzard took over. That Blizzard bought Activision. I thought that's what it was.
Way bigger.
They're honey dicking us, bro.
I thought Activision's way bigger, bro. I'll look it up though.
Yeah, no, I mean, I could be wrong. I thought it was that Blizzard was running this shit.
I'm not sure. I'll look it up.
I mean, who knows? It could be because you might be right because everyone was complaining about like Blizzard's customer support dropping off big time. They they shut down. They shut down like one or two of their call centers that just handled support.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so on July 9th, 2008, Activision merged with Vivendi Games, culminating in the inclusion of the Blizzard brand name. So yeah, Activision bought out Blizzard, which is why it's called Activision Blizzard.
Well, yeah, but see, it says they merged though, not bought.
It's just a polite way.
Merge meaning they took over.
A polite way of saying, "Hey, you're with us now. Come here."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I merged in that bitch.
I'm insider.
I'm inside of it right now.
All the videos.
But yeah, so I'm
7%?
kind of 13%.
13%.
Revenue's down 13% this quarter. I'm a little iffy on Blizzard right now. I'm kind of like staying away from
You
it.
get the MMO? Start playing it?
No, like I'm out. I'm just taking a break. Like I said, I'm doing all my single player games where people actually put the time and the effort into these, great single player experiences like Rockstar. Speaking of Rockstar, their co-founder Dan Houser left the company.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that's a big deal and a big blow too. So
You think he's gonna keep working in the gaming industry, or he's gonna just go?
I don't know if he
drink coconut waters off the
co-founder.
beach?
He's one of the co-founders of the biggest video game company, studios ever. They did so many different games, there's so many different franchises.
Made so much money.
They made a fucking ping pong game at one point, dude, and that game was dope on the 360. I don't know if you ever played that shit. It was dope as shit.
Oh god, what was it called? It was
I'll fucking find out for you.
We'll fuck it up.
It was good.
But yeah,
It's like really like I spent the money to play ping pong.
And then you play it like, holy shit.
It's like, wow, this is a really good ping pong game.
Ping pong. Shit was really good. I don't know. That's funny. Yeah, him leaving Rockstar.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it was called Rockstar Games Presents Table Tennis.
Interesting.
So yeah, I mean they've made some weird choices, but that ping pong game on 360, bro, top tier game. It was really good. I liked it. It's got a 4 out of 5 on GameStop.com. It's got a 90%.
Ping pong,
It's
bro.
got a 90% on Metacritic. Like you can't get mad at
Not a
that game.
0.8.
Not a 0.8, like fucking Reforge.
Oh,
So
God.
I'm kind of weary on what Blizzard's doing right now, dude. It's like I'm trying to stay away from anything like Overwatch 2. Don't care. WoW Classic. Don't care. Diablo 4. Don't care at this point. Like I'm picking up Wolcen Lords of Mayhem next week.
That's
nice.
what?
That gets a full release on the 13th, I believe, the 12th or the 13th. So it's like it's made with the Cry engine, so it looks gorgeous.
It's gonna be another benchmark game.
I don't think so.
No, that would be like Cry 4. Right?
Yeah, Crisis 4 would be the new
Crisis
benchmark
4,
game.
yeah.
So I'm looking forward to Wolcen more than I am anything else. I've got Grim Dawn to keep me company. I play Path of Exile if I wanted to, So
Have you been playing the Path of Exile 2? What is
Beta?
2.0? No, the new one. Because did they
did
release it yet?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I haven't touched it.
I
I haven't fucked with
I
it.
haven't played the game in forever, but
I'm trying to stay away from most things Tencent related as well.
That's fair.
But that's getting smaller and smaller. They're kind of
They're grabbing everything, dude.
They're putting their hands, those grubby little hands in everything, huh?
Yeah, so I'm trying to stay away from that one specifically because I know how much of a time sink it is for me. Especially on Path of Exile, I put thousands of hours in that bitch. Diablo 3 was like 32 or 3,600 hours into the game. So I'm trying to stay away from those as much as possible, but I do like to play them from time to time. And I do like the dark gritty, and like I like to have like my little summons or whatever, So I'm looking forward to Wolcen. That comes out this week.
Wolfson?
Wolcen. Wolcen.
Okay, Wilson.
Wolcen. I guess is how you would say that.
Sounds
Saying
German.
what weird?
Weird.
Saying what
how
weird?
dare you?
But Steam. Speaking of which, on Steam, they've reached a new high, bro, for concurrent users. And I don't know if this is because like people are making more gaming PCs, or if people are just making like separate accounts, or whatever it is. But
China, bro.
China, probably.
Think so?
So it was like 18.8 million concurrent
Yeah,
users at one
dude.
point. And I remember when I first started playing on Steam, it was like 4 million. And that was 13 or 14 years ago.
Dude, I remember when Steam first came out, what was it, like 2003?
Something wild back.
Like everybody hated it. It's just like, wait a minute, I've been playing, Counter-Strike, I've been playing Half-Life just fine. Why do I have to install this stupid installer? Dude, like the original like skin for Steam?
Yeah, it came out in 03.
Oh god, yeah. No, everybody hated it. I remember like, Kelly was like the most vocal about hating it in our group of friends, cuz like, oh, now I got to install this crap to be able to play a game I've been playing for however long.
But it's better now, right?
But no, yeah.
Way better. It's
I
actually-
didn't mind. I was like, big deal, whatever. I'll install
Yeah.
it. It's not, but I mean, Steam, it's an institution now. I mean,
It
can
really
you imagine
is.
PC gaming without Steam?
Epic Game Store.
But the thing is,
it sucks.
That's,
And Origin.
Epic Games was where Steam was. It
Yeah,
was
but we
it
would
had to start off
we
somewhere.
have those without Steam?
Probably not.
Probably not.
And eventually it'd come around, but yeah, I mean, Steam has laid down the groundwork. The thing is also like I've recently been getting to PC gaming, so I got Steam, and yeah, I really do enjoy just especially like with Ruben, get to share a library, and I'll be like, oh, this.
How many games do you have in your library?
In my personal library, I have like 4.
Okay.
But Ruben has like a shit ton.
Yeah, dude, I mean, I got a lot too, and
So-
never played them all.
Yeah, I don't ever play them all.
Actually, I wonder how many Kelly has in her library.
Euro Truck Simulator 2020.
Dude, she loves the truck simulator. She's been playing Diablo 3 all the time lately,
Really?
though.
Yeah, she's been playing it a lot, dude.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
she plays on her what's it called?
Or Switch?
She plays on
Mobile?
fucking
Surface.
Marvel. Yeah, Surface. Thank
Oh,
you.
nice.
Yeah, she's been playing on that a
Well,
lot.
no, she plays it on her PC. She switched over to Linux, and that's like one of the few games that she can get to work.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
there's my Steam value Steam account value there.
Wow.
$4,896 if I didn't buy anything on sale ever.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think I looked up mine, and it was like 2,000 something. I mean, nowhere near
Christ.
Ruben.
Mine's like
I-
$20.
too
I
much.
bought Hades.
I bought Hades.
I bought Hades, and I love it. I'm still trying. Quick tangent, guys. Another game that's on my radar is called Curse of the Dead Gods. That looks pretty
Oh,
cool.
I remember. Yeah.
So
I remember.
if you guys get a chance, check it out. Curse of the Dead Gods. I think,
looks good.
I think
Like,
guys like this
what's,
one.
what's it about?
It's kind of like Hades, and I think I forget what other game does it. It escapes me at the moment. But like you enter a room, and then there's two paths. Which way do you go? And then of course it's. Have you played Hades?
Nope.
No.
It's so
well,
good.
yeah, Hades is really good. So you get these weapons, and you're like it looks kind of like an Indiana Jones vibe, you know.
Okay.
And so it's like this it looks, I want to say like Aztecian Olmec kind of temple. And
Very
there's
much so.
these demons coming out, and you know you have a torch in one hand and a weapon in the other, and you're fighting, and then
Are you like a modern time person, or is this like?
it looks like a time. You look like kind of like Indiana Jones.
Okay.
You know, like that kind of setting, the way he looks and
Gotcha.
stuff.
Yeah.
you know?
All right.
He looks like a Tomb Raider.
Yeah, like
basically.
a Mel Grizzled
Uncharted,
Tomb Raider.
Raider.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And-
like from like the 1940s, like
So-
legitimately
so
like
Indiana
Indiana
Jones.
Jones.
Yeah. It looks like that. And the thing is, when you're playing the game, these gods will give you these curses, and they just start accumulating, and they affect how like, hey, your dodge roll is now better, but you can't recover stamina or something like that. It's things like along the way, and you're kind of just like going through, and it has that isometric view, you know,
Okay.
top down look.
Yeah.
So you know you'll go through this. Once you clear the room, which should you go, and then go. But it looks like a good.
So
hack
That-
and,
it's
not hack and
all
slash, but,
it's
you know,
all
fighting.
it's all hand drawn hack and slash.
Oh, dope.
Just kind of like Hades is. If you haven't played Hades, dude, Hades is top
Legit.
tier.
It's
Top
what
tier good.
what's it on?
Steam.
Steam.
That's why I bought it. Yeah, I just Bluetooth my Pro controller on there, dude. Yeah, so Curse of the
He's like gonna buy it
yeah,
right now.
so
He pulled out
Curse-
his phone.
Dude, I still got some money left on that gift card that
So-
Walmart
yeah,
gave
you
me.
need to buy Hades.
Yeah, Curse of the Undead Gods is on my radar, and that's what I like about Steam and like a Nintendo Switch. Like I could find these indies, you know, these smaller games, and really enjoy them. It brings them like that's what's good about Steam. That it really brings them to the forefront, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's happening now with Apple Arcade, right?
Dude, Apple Arcade is so good.
I wanna play
But, I mean,
Ex-
not everything
Ex-
is
Dungeon.
great. Not everything is
No,
great.
you-
But
there's-
like, I find little gems
You
in
find
there.
some gems in the ref sometimes.
I'm
you
gonna.
know?
I've already completed Exit the Gungeon like 20 times.
It looks so
much
fun, dude.
So
It
much
looks
fun.
so fun. That boss we were fighting, you know, just pulling out
playing.
bazookas and AKs and stuff like that. Like that looks so cool.
Hell yeah,
I can't
dude.
wait.
I'm ready
I want
for it. And then like I'm doing some
Yes.
other stuff.
Yes.
Like I'm going through like some story games too. Like I'm trying to add those games into my repertoire. That way I can get to my 50 games as well. Because I mean it takes fucking forever to beat Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Damn right.
But speaking of indie games and mobile gaming, Dead Cells
DLC?
will be coming out to Android Q3 2020, according to their Twitter.
That's good. That's
So
good.
I'm about that life, man.
It's
I
one
mean,
of my
are you
favorite
gonna
games.
buy it again?
No, I have a copy. I have
You're
two
saying
copies.
you're about that life.
I have
so
two
I'm thinking-
copies.
I'm saying
I
you're
have
saying
a
you're
mobile-
about that life, so it needs me to believe you're gonna buy it.
And I
again.
am
That's
because
fine.
and I am about that life because I have
Apparently
a,
not,
I have
you're
a
not
mobile
gonna buy
version.
it.
I have a mobile version on my Switch, and then I've got a home version.
I play on Steam on my Switch. I'm gonna buy a hard copy. I don't love that game.
You never. Oh, you never bought the hard copy for like PS4 or anything?
think
I wanted to
so.
get you that for Christmas, but I'm not buying you games anymore
Because he doesn't play.
because you don't fucking play them. They're too hard.
I need story mode.
Just to experience.
And
the
Hades does have a
story.
god mode where like if you just want to like go in there, just one hit kill everything, just so you could enjoy the story. It lets you do that. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Does
But
it?
I haven't done. Yeah, I think it's called God mode. Or
Oh,
something
I
like
thought that was hard mode.
God mode. Yeah, God mode. Literally, you're literally a god, and you just one hit. And like if you just want to,
I mean, he's a demigod, yeah.
yeah, because you just want to beat the game, you let you play. it.
But
So, yeah.
going back to employment changes, you know, we had the guy leave Rockstar, we had the other guy leave Gears and Microsoft. apparently, as of like this morning, the System Shock 3 devs don't have jobs anymore.
System
apparently.
Shock. What's System Shock?
System Shock is a game that was the predecessor to BioShock. These were the original developers. They moved on and anyway, but they were making System Shock 3 because System Shock 1 and 2 came out for PC long time ago. Great fucking games, great story to them and all that stuff.
God, man, I haven't. Yeah,
you haven't heard of that in a while, right?
Yeah, so long ago.
It was a long time ago. They were working on System Shock 3, and then all of a sudden there was a lot of reports saying that they don't have jobs. So shouts out to those people. Hopefully they can find some new employment somewhere. And it sucks. It sucks that we're never going to get to see that third game come out as well. But hey, man, hopefully, you know, like I said, these guys can find jobs and move on to something, some other kind of project.
They should move to Austin and get
work with.
No, I think
Gearbox.
Austin. I think Austin's a good.
Gearbox is out of Austin, I think.
Yeah, it's a good development town. Like
when did they move there?
They've been there.
How they?
Gearbox has been there.
I thought they were based out of L.A. originally.
Gearbox has been there. I can look it up for you.
No, I believe you.
Gearbox
it doesn't sound like it because you questioned me.
Gearbox is Borderlands, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the other legendary shooter game we play as heroes, but it went back. Fuck,
what was that?
Oh yeah, I just remember there was like the one dude that was like a walking mushroom.
I think it just got released like when Overwatch was coming out, and
it
was like,
just got buried.
no.
Well, there was a bunch of games that all got released at that same time. It was the same, you know, the
same genre.
The class based like
hero shooter, whatever.
Hero shooters.
Yeah,
that game sucked.
It was just bad.
I mean, I guess it was okay. Because I remember playing like the beta and it was
Oh, I'm sorry, they're in Dallas, Frisco, Texas.
Well, they suck.
But that's where they're from.
So
they suck then.
My bad. I thought it was Austin, but there is a lot of.
See, I told you I couldn't believe him.
You couldn't believe him, yeah. Check them on everything.
It still says Texas though. Never.
But that sucks. I mean, they just lost funding or they just got fired.
Who knows, man? I gotta read more into the story. It came out like right before we started the podcast.
Oh wow!
So I didn't get like the full story yet. So hopefully next week I can give you an update on that.
We'll see what's up.
Yeah. So other than that, fucking Outer Worlds for the Switch got delayed due to the coronavirus.
Fucking coronavirus, dude.
But
like, why? I saw that. Like, why? So why do they delay it? They're just because no one's going to be buying it because they're all dying in China, or what is it?
Well, a lot of. I mean that.
I mean, I say that all.
You can't go to work.
I say that all cavalier. I'm not trying to, you know, like denigrate. Yeah, like the people dying from it. Which apparently it's coming out now. Like China's just been lying about all the numbers, and it's like insanely higher. How many people?
Have you not seen Chernobyl?
Have it?
Have you not seen Chernobyl?
That was Russia, bro.
I know, but I mean, same shit. Russia. Same shit. Communist government. They have, you know,
control of the media.
Control of the media. So same thing.
Yeah, I was just reading some article today. It was saying some woman, her mother died. And there was no room in the hospital. And she was just dying on the floor in the emergency room. They're like, well, we'll take her home and let her die. But it's like she's too afraid. She had to use a pseudonym because the government's going after people for posting anything on social media, talking to the news, doing anything about
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's like, insane. Oh no, not towing the company line and doing what the government says. It's just nuts.
China's just on a whole another weird level right now. They're trying to get rid of those Uyghurs or whatever they're called.
Uyghurs.
The Muslim
Uyghurs.
Huh?
Isn't it Uyghurs?
I thought it was Uyghurs.
Is it?
But they're trying to get rid of like a Muslim sect in China,
and they've been there for
forever,
just as long as the Han Chinese, like the normal Chinese people.
They got coronavirus going on right now. They've got all kinds of shit happening over there. So Outer Worlds for Switch got delayed because of the coronavirus, because nobody, they don't want people going around and getting infected. So they're just telling everybody to kind of like stay home.
But I mean, it's like,
but on top of that. Originally, whenever they were going to do a physical copy of the Outer Worlds for Switch, it wasn't going to come in a cartridge. It was just going to be like a download
code. Be a code, yeah.
And now they're changing it to a cartridge, so they're actually giving you a physical copy of the game, which is kind of cool.
Because I hate that, like, what game was it? But yeah, there was a game where I did that. I was like,
Fortnite? You bought Fortnite?
No, I'm not 12, bro.
I'm not 12, bro.
But it's free.
It's free, bro.
Well, I hate that I go to Best Buy and I see fucking boxes for Fortnite. It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
No, but like I forget what the game was. But yeah, I bought the game in the case. I go home, open it up, download code.
Yeah.
I'm like, why the hell is there?
If it's any PC game that you buy a physical copies like that.
No, it was an Xbox game.
Oh, that's worse.
It was which game was it? I can't even remember. I mean, I still have it, the case for Xbox One.
Sad.
Send a picture. Put it on our Instagram.
Put it on our Insta.
That's insane. Well, I mean, I just like buying hard copies because I share with Mikkel, so it's always just easy for us to just.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Yeah,
especially
but I hate that with PCs too. It's like if I'm going to buy a hard copy, give me a disc.
Yeah,
I don't want to. I'm not trying to have to download this.
But
I get
also,
there's updates.
But also, I've been bringing up this point many a times. If you're gonna make me pay for a hard copy, then I'll pay more. But if you're gonna make me pay for a digital copy, then I should pay less.
Yeah,
because there's no manufacturing
exactly.
costs. So make
shipping and handling and
yeah, there's none of that.
Yeah, overhead.
None of that. Let me just pay less.
It's like Anthem. The Anthem has it reversed. A hard copy is $5.
Shout out to our gamer brothers and sisters in other countries that when
pay even more money.
Yeah, when the exchange rate, it's like
no, I think a game in Australia is $79 American, and they're that's fucking crazy. Dude.
Yeah, there's like some of the countries where it's like it'll be like I think Poland might be one of them. Like the zloty, it's super. It's like 20 zlotys to $1. It's not that bad, but it's like 5 zlotys to $1. And so Steam, Xbox, Microsoft, all Sony, they'll charge a game. They'll be like, oh, it's this price here, and they'll jack it up, and they're paying hundreds of zloty.
Oh,
yeah, which is why people use VPNs in other places. They'll region lock to America, and then they'll buy the American copy and just keep their PCs running on American networks, which is the smartest thing. Like if I lived in Australia, I'd be paying for a VPN.
Except their internet is shit there.
Yeah, of course it is.
South America, like when they buy PlayStations are way overpriced, so they always it's really hard for gaming there. In parts of the world. Like
whenever I was living in Channelview, they have the people that come off the ships, the boat crews and stuff, like the big cargo containers. The first thing they do, the nearest Best Buy.
Yes, I've noticed that.
The two of them that are nearest, one of them is the one that was by my mom's house back when I was living over there, and then the other one was on Fairmont. But you would see them walk into the store. They would Uber the store, and they would just hit all the stores like Office Depot, Best Buy, and all this stuff. Buy all the shit that they can't buy and just take it home with them
and sell it.
But you see them with fucking duffel bags full of thousands of dollars of shit, and they're walking down the street like, oh,
it was
man,
it'd be the same thing in like San Francisco. You'd be there, and there would be all these people flying over from China, and they're just buying everything electronics. Like, I mean, granted, this was like 20 years ago before China had their huge economic boom, but yeah, they're coming over buying all sorts of stuff, taking it back there, selling it for like 3-4 times the price. Yeah, I don't blame them. Reverse engineering it,
bro, and selling it to you,
and making it in their sweatshops.
I heard
sweatshops.
I was listening to Joe Rogan. A quick tangent, guys. Joe Rogan show. They said he had Mike Baker on there. He used to be a former CIA guy or clandestine, not a clandestine, but up there in the government. And he says some places government workers can't have TikTok on their phone because the Chinese use that.
Oh shit!
Oh no,
I've never downloaded it.
The U.S. Army, they came out.
Yeah, they can't be on.
They're like, no, it's punishable under UCMJ, the Universal Code of Military Justice. You can get punished.
Damn.
Yeah, they can have TikTok. It's a Chinese company.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not even that. Like, it's not just because there's other Chinese companies making stuff on their phones. So Tencent, they're not saying you can't have this. It's like, no, you cannot have TikTok on your phone.
I thought that was interesting. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I didn't know anything about that. I've never fucked with TikTok, so
me neither. I'm grown.
I'm 32, so
I'm 35.
I'm 32. I'm good.
I'm not a kid. I don't do the Snapchat either.
On the Tom Segura's podcast, Your Mom's House or whatever, they make fun of all the TikTokers. They call them TikTokers, which they instead of saying like retarded or retard, they're saying TikTokers, which is
the TikTokers.
Hilarious to me.
That's a good term.
The last two things I got are both from Platinum Games, dude. Number one, the first thing that Platinum Games did was they released they teased a new game with the new website. Just has the number 4 on it. That was it. So it could be Bayonetta 4, it could be whatever the fuck else 4.
3, but 3's on the works. No,
is it Bayonetta 3 or?
I think Bayonetta 3's on the works.
Okay, so something with a 4.
What else could it be then?
Shit, I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know what they've done with the numbered sequel.
I know they made Metal Gear Solid Revengeance. I know that's one of theirs.
Maybe it's going to be a Fantastic Four game based on the most recent movie.
The best movie ever. Oh my god, that was so sad. That's why you watched Joker?
Yeah. I still need to watch it, man. Like, I downloaded it. I mean, I got a stream of it. I just haven't watched it.
Yeah, it was on Amazon Prime. Like, I rented it. Quick tangent, quick side, guys. My thought on that movie was it's not a comic book movie. It's more about how mental health and how people slip between the cracks.
Which is
why, what happens if you don't get checked.
Which is why it's so good.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it. Like I said, yes, there's comic book. You hear the names Wayne. in Gotham City. But for the most part, it's just something just puts attention to what happens when, someone that doesn't get help and obviously needs it doesn't.
Such a great movie.
So, yeah, I think you guys
It
should.
fucked me up real good.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix was just insane, dude.
He's such a good actor.
So good, dude. So good. Yeah. Best.
They haven't done anything numbered past 2. So I don't know what they're doing, but they're teasing the game with just like number 4. And then the last thing that they did was they launched their Kickstarter to remaster to do a remaster for Wonderful 101 and release it on like Switch, PS4, PC,
because
Xbox.
it originally came out on the Wii U, I believe.
Wii U, yeah. Nobody played it.
But the Wii,
nobody played it.
Nobody played it, but for some reason, enough people paid into their Kickstarter to get them to remake it.
I didn't play it.
No,
I don't know.
So maybe the fans love it enough that they want to have it back.
So basically, you weren't just saying like it's nobody you know.
Nobody I know played it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I only know one person.
I thought you just meant like no one played the game.
No, nobody in our group played it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's nobody that we know.
Our
played
only
it.
friend David, he's the only friend. David, our only friend that had a Wii U that I know of. That's it.
Yeah, that might have been it.
He's the only in our
But
circle.
even then, I could message him right now. I don't think he played it.
Probably not.
But I don't think he did.
so
They did do a Kickstarter and then
do what?
It's not like it was Splatoons. Or
Platoons.
Splatoon is so good.
That's
so
such a
fun.
good game.
So fun.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
He didn't like it.
I haven't played it.
You wouldn't like
That's
it.
the Inklings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't played it.
Oh yeah. So
Player Smash.
that was like the last thing that I had, but yeah, they did meet their goal. They will have their remaster for it, which is I think they only wanted like 400,000 or 40
What did
grand
it
or
say?
something
It was
like
like
that.
1.5 million is what
I
it
saw
was.
Yeah, it's up
earlier.
there now. It's up there now. Yeah, it's going up there. So they did that, and good for them.
I mean, that's good, but can we talk about like this whole Kickstarter thing? I kind of hate it. It's like, yeah, we're gonna make this thing, pay us to make. Like, no, you make it, and then we'll buy it from you. Because it's like I've got to donate to the Kickstarter and then buy the game.
No, well, if you donate to the Kickstarter at a certain point, they just give you what you're paying for.
Some Kickstarter rewards, I think.
No, yeah, so if you give $1, they don't give you nothing. But if you give them like $50, then they'll give you the fucking copy of the game.
I'm not gonna lie, like I did the Kickstarter for the Super Troopers 2 movie. I put $50 in there. I'm like, yeah, I want to see this movie, and then I bought a ticket for it.
They didn't give you a free ticket to it?
No, I don't think so.
I
I don't remember, man, because there was like the Kickstarter for it, and then the movie came out like 3 or 4 years later.
Oh, was it?
It was
a fucking funny ass movie.
Yeah,
I'm okay with Kickstarters. I think if the intention to make something that your fan base loves, I think that's great. But I think if you kind of just take the money and then I'm not saying they're going to take the money and run, but you take the money and like fold or make some garbage. Like, dude, that sucks. How can you do that to the people?
Yeah, that game
No
Wilson
Man's Sky.
was a Kickstarter.
Well, like,
it was before Kickstarter. So
same with Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. That's a Kickstarter game.
It's a Kickstarter game.
Yeah, so
I've got no problem with it.
I only have a problem with the Switch port. But other than that, I have no problem.
Have
with
you
the game.
replayed since they did it?
Yeah, and I did not notice the difference. Yeah, still.
I was just reporting the news.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know I updated. You told me about it, and I updated, and I was like,
oh, it feels the same.
Yeah, it feels the same. I think it just my only knock on it is that the Switch port. I go back, I'd play on PC or PlayStation or just non-Switch. But
fair enough.
Yeah. It was a Kickstarter, and I liked it. And I didn't kickstart the game, but I do. I wish if I knew ahead, I would have.
Right.
So, yeah, it just sucks that it happens with Kickstarter sometimes. Shut your fan base, man.
Some people.
You gotta be careful. You just gotta be careful. You just gotta be careful.
I've only done one other Kickstarter, and it was for Decibels, like the wireless Bluetooth headphones or earbuds. It's like it comes with a little thing. You put it in hot water, stick it in your ear, and it molds to your ear.
Oh, okay.
I donated like $80. It's like donate this much. You get the headphones, the earbuds. You get 2 extra inserts, like all this other stuff, and like the Founders Edition. I was like, hell yeah, this is cool, man. Those were the best freaking earbuds I ever had. I flew back to California, lost them. No idea where.
Damn it.
Like, I thought it might be at my friend Shay's house. Nope. Maybe my dad's cars. I think maybe I left it on the airplane.
It's not like somebody can use them, especially if they're like shaped to your ears.
Well, I mean, you just unplug the shapey part and you can get a new one.
I don't know. I never saw anything like that.
I'm surprised I haven't lost my earbuds yet from my
your AirPods.
You know what you did lose? Your headset that you didn't bring today.
I didn't lose it. I forgot it.
I just didn't bring it.
I forgot it. I was like too far. I closed the door. I locked the front door. I'm like, Damn, it's too far.
He's
There's no turning back.
He's been doing a really good job of following the conversation, though, just reading our lips. I'm impressed.
I'm
pretty
sure. I'm pretty sure.
You're really good. You're good at reading lips.
What else you got, Rick?
That was it for me, brother. Double check.
You double checking?
Double checking.
Well, where can they find you while you're double checking?
Guys, you can find me. I love streaming. I love hanging out with you guys and just talking to you and chit-chatting, especially on Twitch. You can catch me at _OS_Pith on Twitch, Twitter's, YouTube. Although I haven't been YouTubing too much. And on IG, catch me on OS_Rick. So, yeah, I love being there, guys, and chit-chatting with you and just talking games and socializing. So, hit me up there for sure.
Dope. Where can they find you?
Well, I mean, usually you can find me at the brewery I work at, but we're going to California next week. But
hello.
on
That's right,
Instagram,
Pliny the Younger, right?
Yeah, Pliny the Younger, and they're selling in bottles this year for the first time, so we're gonna bring some back. But MB Wizzle on Instagram, you can see pictures of my dogs and cats.
That's right.
Yeah.
See Roy Boy and Frasier.
Dogs and cats.
Wonton and egg roll.
Well, as always, guys, you can hit us up at the Option Select Podcast on Instagram. Our email is optionselectpodcast@gmail.com. I am OS_onslaught on all things social media, Instagram, Steam, Discord, and everything. Everything that you can possibly think of, YouTube, all that good stuff, Facebook. So hit me up on there. Other than that, guys, we love you guys so much for hanging out with us today, and we will
Yes, thank you, Myles, for showing up.
Can I say one more thing?
Okay.
Drink local Houston craft beer.
Always, guys.
Well,
support your locals.
Support local business.
Support your locals, guys.
Yeah.
Always.
Just drink Houston craft
drink
beer.
Houston.
We got the best beer.
As he wears the LA hat.
As he wears that.
Well, LA's got the people's champs because they didn't cheat to win the World Series.
Oh, my
But,
Okay.
Well,
but you guys brought it up.
I'll
guys.
cut you off.
Houston beer.
You know what?
Bye.
You're
Great
my-
hype.
my
Love you,
guy.
bye.
Anyway, so guys, we'll catch you guys next week.
Last
We love
episode
you
with
so
him.
much. He's not coming back here ever
Come back.
again.
Banned.
All right, guys.
Bye.
We love you so much. Later, guys.